Peter Osang and the UST Growling Tigers look to deny the JRU Heavy Bombers another finals appearance for a preseason tournament. They'll have to go up against Chris Hubilia, who has been red hot all throughout this entire preseason as they get ready to face each other head-to-head here in our semi-finals matchup, our first semi-finals matchup of the day here at the Phil Sports Arena. Basketball fans, we welcome you back to our coverage of the 2026 NSAC World Invitational. My name is Kobe Dayo. We thank you for joining us on Pilipinas Live, One Sports Plus, One Sports on YouTube, and the Asiabasket Facebook and YouTube pages. Hope you guys are ready for all the basketball action to be played here this afternoon. But before we get to that, let's take a review and look at our tournament bracket. For those of you who are just watching for the first time, here's a quick review of how the standings are at. It is JRU and UST going head-to-head here with San Beda and the Nagoya Flying Eagles facing each other later on after our first semi-finals matchup. Now, talking about these two teams again, JRU, they've had a great preseason and have won every single preseason tournament they've joined in this year. And for UST, they're still looking to find their momentum. They are a very young team who will try to make a finals appearance here. And of course, this is our fifth place battle and our seventh place battle being held at a later time here. AUS, NFU, TU, and FEU, the four teams competing in those two matchups. And right now, we're getting ready for tip-off here at the Phil Sports Arena. Once again, we thank you for joining us, whether you're watching us on Pilipinas Live or the One Sports Plus, One Sports on YouTube, or on the Asiabasket Facebook and YouTube page. You see Chris Porter warming up here for UST and JRU. They are ready. They are geared for another finals appearance. It's going to be a tough task for them. So now let's see what they can do as we turn it over now to our stadium announcer for the starting lineups.
That's our first beat, the starting five of your JRU Heavy Bombers. At guard number 4, Jay Garupil. The other guard number 10, Lawrence Magubat. At center, number 29, Jalen Garcia. At forward, number 72, Chris Obilia. And the other forward, number 6, Jambir Eligado. Their head coach is Nani Epondolan. Here now is the starting lineup of your UST Growling Tigers. At guard number 11, Moore Alao. The other guard number 14, Mark Gebet. At center, number 3, Collins Akoe. At forward, number 20, Abel Asido. In the other forward, number 15, Landon Humawan. Their head coach is Pido Harencio. Officiating is Volleyball Crew Chief, Toti Celeste. Number 1, Joel Baldago. And number 2, Michael Coscuejo. And our game commissioner from the Philippines, Mr.
Our officiating trio of Celeste, Baldago, and Casquejo will be taking the helm and controlling things here for our two squads. The starting lineups for UST of Alo and Lemit, the two guards. Then it's Asido and Humawan, the two forwards. Then the big man, Colin Zakoe, in the middle. He's going up against Jalen Garcia, who is sharing the front court with Obilia Eligado. Then it's Garupil and Magubat, the two guards for JRU. And here we go, semifinals matchup here between the UST Growling Tigers and the JRU Heavy Bombers. Eligado and Akoe take the tip. Collins controls it, but it's Magubat who gets it for JRU. They'll have the opening possession here. Obilia has it, he's guarded up top. Eligado, the handoff. Garupil finds Garcia for 3. Tip of the rim, not gonna go. Alao is running, wasting no time for UST. finds Akoe trailing. Collins with a soft touch, couldn't get it to go. And it's JRU back with the basketball. Mangubat has it. Well, Mangubat, the much anticipated transfer coming from Mapua, has not disappointed for the Heavy Bombers, at least so far this preseason. And JRU gets the first basket on the board here. They go up 2-0. That'll be Hamir Eligado who gets the first points of the afternoon. And UST looking to respond. Akoe finds Asido, lines up the three-pointer, knocks it down. Asido opens things up here for UST. 3-2 is our score. In the corner, JRU not going to get it to go. UST back with it. Lemit, now one of the seniors for this UST team. Oh, drive inside, float it up. Misfires on the floater. And Mangubat will run it down. Lawrence goes all the way. He gets blocked. There's contact, says the officials. Ala will disagree, but nonetheless, it's going to be Mangubat heading to the free throw line here for JRU. Well, this is a matchup that I'm sure a lot of people would have been anticipating prior to this game, with Mangubat and Alao on the other end for UST, both playing their first year with their new respective teams. Mangubat obviously shining the most, getting 2 preseason tournaments already for JRU as they try to carry that over into the NCAA. He makes 2 for 2. Akoe back inside. Much smaller defender on him. Collins still can't find a basket. Getting hammered underneath. No whistle from the officials. And on the other end we go. Mangubat. And a steal by Asido. A turnover for JRU. Asido goes all the way. He has all 5 points for UST to start off this game. Asido stepping up to be one of the go-to guys for UST. We saw a lot of that towards the end of the season. Last season for Amiel. It's Chris Ubilia who misses on the other end for JRU. Lemit with the basketball. Mark drives. Has to kick it out. Resets. Alao from deep. In and out. And the officials blow the whistle. There's a seal, or a hold rather, by Eligado, so that's going to be a foul on him. Check out this replay here. Asido with a steal, goes all the way. Collins was asking for it, but got a very clean lane to the basket that time. Lemit can't buy a bucket for UST. Ubilia has it. Ubilia along with Mangubat playing their first year for the Heavy Bombers. Eligado, the jumper. That rolls in for him. JRU back up in front by 1. Both teams have a slower tempo, but still pretty efficient offense on both sides to start off this game. Garupal has it. In the corner they go. Garcia knocks down a 3. Now this JRU team, very dangerous if you leave them open from down deep. You have players like Garcia, Mangubat. You have Sean Salvador, who is currently on the bench right now for JRU, but still a very useful sharpshooter for the Heavy Bombers. Well, a couple of nice looking jumpers on the Heavy Bombers side. A mid-range J that rolls in and a clear-cut three-pointer from down deep. They're up by 4. Lemit finds Okoye underneath and Collins gets hacked. It's going to be a team effort for this JRU side to try and limit the offense by Collins Okoye. And that's exactly what they showed right there. 5 yellow shirts all over him. Okoye, the handoff. Three-pointer is up, not gonna go that time. Oh, everybody was looking at the basketball. Mangubat had different plans. He was going all for it. He gets 2 more points up for JRU. Lemit. Got a whistle away from the basketball. That's going to be JRU who draws the foul. Take a look at that one more time. Lemit thought it was out. No whistle from the officials. Got to keep playing. And Lawrence takes full advantage of it. Great start to the game, as he has been getting for this JRU team. Cañete has checked in for UST. He gets it into Okoye. Collins again is fouled. And JRU is going to use up a lot of their team fouls. And we're only at the halfway point of this first quarter. So Mangubat telling his big man to not give up the play there. That's that veteran leadership that Mangubat brings to this JRU team. A champion, of course, in the NCAA with Mapua. Looking to bring that to JRU. Okoye finds Cañete, who finds Asido in the wing. Asido can't knock it down. And the officials will call it JRU basketball. Last piece on the ball there on Landin Humawan as Koji Buenaflor checks in. One of the young stars of this UST team. Going to be playing his second year for the Tigers in the seniors division. Garcia has it, gets it to Mangubat. He's guarded by Cañete. Mangubat with a pull-up, bounces in. And Mangubat gets the shooter's bounce. Heavy Bombers up by 8. Collins with a drive. Collins. And one opportunity for Collins Okoye with a soft touch at the rim. Well, this was just a great drive to the basket by Collins Okoye. Wasted no time. Saw he had the much smaller defenders on him and took full advantage. I feel like we're going to be saying Collins has the smaller defenders on him a lot throughout this game. JRU, of course, playing without a foreign student athlete, but even their big man cannot match the height of Collins Okoye. And he's got a nice touch at the rim. Saw it was on full display for that and one opportunity. A chance to complete it here at the line, and he does. Okoye trims down the lead to 5. 4:40 remains here in this first quarter. Palis has checked in for JRU. A couple of substitutions on both sides prior to that Okoye free throw. Mangubat again lines it up. Left it short that time. And Asido has it for UST. Surveying the floor, gets it to Okoye. Collins again, a very similar play. That time it leads to a turnover. Garcia running. Garcia uses the right hand to defend, uses the left to finish, and gets the 2 points up for JRU. Koji gets denied on that attempt. Kicks it out. Asido to Okoe. Okoe. And a whistle is blown. The sideline officials was the one who called it. Well, check out this fast break here. Great execution by Garcia using the offhand to defend, and then this one. But clearly getting the hand of Okoe on that attempt, and got a man down, but quickly back up as Sean Salvador has checked into the ball game for JRU. Check out that call one more time right there. No call from the baseline official, but the sideline official did call it. They are taking a review at it here. Well, they're looking for the contact afterwards by Okoe right there. Getting Ivan Panapanaan on the right hand there. That's what the officials are taking a look at. Seems like the officials will deem it a common foul on Manghubat. I would have been surprised if any other additional call would have been made there. Clearly, Okoe was in the motion of going down as he was hacked by Manghubat. Coach Pido Horencio watching on as his young team try to get their way back into this ball game. They're down by 7 with still 3:55 left in this first quarter. As Okoe misses both free throws. Empty trip at the line for Collins Okoe. Salvador has it. Hands it off to Palis. Panapanaan gives it up. Palis to Salvador. Sean pulls up from deep. Can't knock it down. And we got a foul called on the rebound. That's going to go on Mark Lemet. UST only the 3rd team foul. JRU will take it on the sideline. That's a miss by the Heavy Bombers. UST will kick it up ahead to Buenaflor. Koji in the post. Koji puts it up, rolls in for Buenaflor. And the second-year forward will trim this lead down to 5 for UST. Salvador drives inside. And got another call against UST. Correction, this is now their 3rd team foul. Kumawan checking back in. Okoe will take a seat for the Growling Tigers. It's Salvador who has it for JRU. Salvador rejects the screen. 1-on-1 against Buenaflor. Salvador has it stolen away by UST. They're up and running. The kick out. Koji from deep. Left it short. Collects his own offensive rebound. Puts it up again. Still no for UST. JRU up ahead they go. Little up and under. Still no good. Ball is loose and on the floor. And Salvador will reset. 10 seconds on the shot clock here for the Heavy Bombers. Palis will drive with a burst of speed. Can't get it to go. And Lemmet tracks it down for UST. Umawan inside, has it blocked by JRU. Great defense being showed here by the Heavy Bombers as Salvador can't knock it down from deep. Had a nice look at the rim that time for Sean Salvador. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Lemmet off the screen, kicks it out. Cañete for three, puts it in. And Cañete makes it a 2-point ball game as we wind down the clock here in the first quarter. Trouble in the lane. Second try, and finally falls now. Laurenaria gets it to drop for JRU. They're back up by 4. Nice dunking in the ball game for UST. Here's Lemmet back with the basketball. Fakes, fires, puts it up, no good. And Umawan still can't get it to drop. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Heavy Bombers have a chance to add on to this lead. Salvador, no hesitation. Can't get it to drop still. 0 for 3 from downtown for Sean Salvador. Danting wide open for 3. Bang, bang. And a timeout taken by JRU. Their lead has been cut down to 1. Well, the Heavy Bombers had an early lead here in this first quarter, but this Ice Danting triple cuts it down to 1. We're about 35 seconds away from the end of this first quarter, and UST showing signs of life. JRU, once Mangubat and Hubilia were out of this game, the offense was just a little bit stagnant for them. The depth of UST showed when that happened, because they found some offensive rhythm from guys like Buenaflor. Danting hit that 3 that you saw earlier. Now it's just a 1-point game with 30 seconds to go here in the first. Garcia has it. Garcia the drive. Garcia the pull-up. Can't bounce in. And ball in the hands now of Mark Lemmet. 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Lemmet pulls up. Can't knock it down. JRU with 4 seconds to get a shot up here. Garcia, Panapanan, extra pass. 1 too many. As we end the first quarter here with the Heavy Bombers up in front by 1. Second quarter coming up in just a bit. first quarter done and dusted here as UST clawing their way back in that first quarter. JRU had a great start to this ball game, had a seamless flow. Their offense was in rhythm. But once Lawrence Manguba took a seat, that offense just was pure stagnant. And they did not get a quality shot up there towards the end of that first quarter. And Coach Pido trying to get some fight back into his squad. They've shown that they can do it and that they are back into this ball game. Only a 1-point game. And still a lot of fight for this UST team. They had a dominant win in their last game against Tenri University. Limiting only 2 players in double-digit scoring, but they're gonna have a tougher time in this one with Lawrence Mangubat on the other end, who in their last game against the Elite Stacks, Mangubat had 22 points, had a couple of rebounds, couple of assists. And fittingly so, they inject Mangubat back into this ball game to try and get that offense back and going. UST with possession to open up this second quarter. Akoe underneath. Akoe flips it up and in. And UST takes the lead here by 1, 18-17. Ubilia has it, gets it to Garcia. Panapanaan, guarded by Akoe. The drive inside, the shot no good. Akoe collects the rebound. Ivan Kalum with the basketball, gets it to Akoe. Akoe again with a drive to the lane and a sweet touch at the rim. UST up by 3. Ubilia has it. Ubilia looking for his teammates, finds Garcia. 6 seconds to shoot here for JRU. Garcia the drive. Garcia gets denied by Humawan. And on the other end we go for UST. Asido barrels his way inside. Shot won't go. Laurenaria running the break. Ubilia. Akoe might have gotten a piece of that. Kalum, a mistimed pass leads to a turnover there for UST. Take a look at this shot here by Akoe. He's got a couple of quality baskets here in this second quarter already, and he is taking full advantage of those driving lanes that JRU is giving him. Mangubat in the corner. Mangubat for 3, puts it in. Boy, that shot by Lawrence Mangubat is tough to stop. And it looks good 100% of the time. Here's a steal by JRU. And a foul called against UST. That's going to be Kalum who gets called for that. Textbook play from the Heavy Bombers here. A great run to the sideline for Mangubat. And it's a great arsenal to have when your point guard can move away and off the basketball to get shots up like that. They're trying to go for another one here. And Mangubat has it. He's guarded by Buksit. And a whistle called by the officials. Foul is going to go on UST. It's going to be Akoe who gets called for that one. Kalum will take a seat here as Limit checks back into the ball game. We're tied at 20. Mangubat has it. Mangubat the drive. Mangubat draws the foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Lawrence Mangubat. Boy, that crossover, as dangerous as the shot. You see why Carl Manding had such a tough time to guard it. Mangubat just lost Manding on that cross and draws the foul, gets rewarded with 2 free throws here at the line. Mangubat will try to retake the lead here for JRU, and he does with that first free throw. See Coach Hernani. Second free throw here for Mangubat is good. And it'll be a 2-point lead for the Heavy Bombers with still 7:30 to play here in the second quarter. Lemmet has taken a lot of control in that point guard position. There's a foul called away from the basketball. That's going to be Garcia who gets called for it. Trying to play good defense on Emil Asido that time. The officials requesting Okoye to get the uniform right, tuck it in. And now the inbound by Lemmet. Throws it to Okoye. Gives it back to Lemmet. Lemmet the drive. Lemmet gets denied by Hubilia. And Chris Hubilia showing his very handy skills here. Well, he's a guy that can do a whole lot than just offense. He's a Swiss Army knife. And Lemmet, a great find to the cutting Carl Manding as UST ties it up at 22. Hubilia underneath. Hubilia with a short floater. Collected by Okoye. Lemmet asking for the screen. Okoye will give it. Lemmet stops, pops, spins, rolls in the jumper. And Mark Lemmet with a couple of timely plays here for UST. They're up by 2. Ten seconds on the shot clock here. Jumper is up, jumper goes. And Herrera gets that jumper to fall as Hubilia dives in for it. And that is going to be a backcourt violation on USC. Great hustle there by Hubilia. Great effort by Asido, but he throws it into his teammate who was waiting on the backcourt. Check out this shot here. Great defense, even better offense that time by Herrera. And this one, Hubilia saves it into Asido, who tries to get it back to his teammate. But Lemmet was already on the other side of the court. That is great hustle being shown by those 2 players there. It ends up into the hands of JRU. 25-24 is our score here. At the 6:09 mark of the second quarter, the Heavy Bombers are up by 1. Some substitutions for JRU as Edegado checks in. Meanwhile, for UST, Chris Porter has checked into the ball game as well for the Growling Tigers. Mangubat gives it up. 10 seconds to shoot. Garupa knocks down the jumper. And they're calling that a 3-pointer from way down deep. The Heavy Bombers are up by 4. And another turnover forced by JRU. Great defense that time. Great looking shot, got squared up and knocks it down from deep. Garupil gets the three-pointer to go as Asido checks out with Buenaflor checking back in. Herrera gets it to Mangubat. Lawrence backs down Cañete. Out to Jubilia. Jubilia spins, fires. Mangubat collects the offensive rebound. A fresh 14 for JRU. Mangubat doesn't need it as he gets a jumper to fall there against Kirk Cañete. Lemit has it, spins, ran into a wall, floater won't drop. And Jubilia again for JRU. Garupil, another three-pointer. That time it bounces out. Garupil saves it into the hands of Herrera. Herrera with a turnaround jumper. Left it short again. Jubilia is fouled. And that'll calm things down momentarily here as the whistle is blown against Chris Porter. Well, Mangubat just sized up his defender there. Cañete had no answers for it, and this time Jubilia again showing the hustle, getting rewarded with the foul and free throws at the line to try and add on to this JRU lead. A decent free throw shooter is Chris Jubilia. Gets the first free throw to drop there. Makes it a 7-point lead and now an 8-point lead with that second freebie. Cañete has it. Gets it to Kumawan. Cañete again. Cañete will fire. And there's a whistle blown against Mangubat. He is in shock with that call. That's going to be the second team foul on JRU. And Mangubat will take a seat. Salvador will check in. Oh, Mangubat still asking clarifications on that call from his coaches. 8 seconds to shoot here for UST. Lemit can't get it to drop. Jubilia collects the rebound. Jubilia drives over two defenders and draws the whistle. Two more free throws coming up for Chris Jubilia. Boy, Jubilia had every intention of taking that one to the rim when the floor gets called for the foul. And Chris Jubilia back to the line here for JRU. This is the first of two. He's got 3 rebounds to go along with his 2 points. Played a little under 11 minutes so far in this ball game. He goes 0 for 2 on that trip. And now it's UST back with it. Down by 8 here are the Growling Tigers. Umawan sees a three-pointer. Can't get it to drop. Lemit secures the offensive rebound. And a whistle blown against Mark Lemit as he was trying to battle for that loose ball. And UST getting up a lot of fouls here in the second quarter. That has contributed big into their deficit here. And so another foul, another trip to the free throw line for JRU as Herrera will step up. Herrera makes good on the first of 2 free throws. Coach Pido, I wonder what's going on in his mind right now as his squad is could presumably go down double digits with this free throw here by Herrera. And they do. It's a 10-point lead for JRU as Mer Alaw checks back into the ball game for Kirk Cañete. Haven't seen a lot of Alaw in this one. Got another whistle blown here. This time it's against JRU. That's only their third team foul, so they've been doing a really good job at keeping things relatively clean here in the second quarter. Stay away from that foul trouble. Okoe slips and slides on the floor, double team. Kicks it out to Asido. Humawan has it in the wings. 7 seconds to shoot. Humawan with a spin. Rolls in for UST. Lead cut down to single digits. 3:20 left in this second quarter. And Igado counted plus the foul. And an and one opportunity coming up for JRU. Well, UST wanted a charge being called. I know Humawan wanted it, as he is still chirping it up with the officials. Humawan had a nice move on the other end to trim it down to single digits, then gives up the foul here. And that was a foul that still has him chirping it with the officials on the sideline, but nonetheless, it's Eligado who steps up to shoot the and one opportunity. And Eligado a chance to put JRU up by their largest lead of the afternoon, and he does just there. 11-point lead for the Heavy Bombers as we wind down the clock here in the second quarter. Asido gets it inside to Okoe. Collins flips it up, and the and one answered right back on the other end for UST. Asido just dumps it inside to Okoe. Okoe knew the contact was coming, took it strong to the rim, and he's heading back to the free throw line to shoot a free throw. Well, Okoe now with 9 points. 5 rebounds, and gets his 10th point of the afternoon with that free throw. Shooting 4 for 6 from the field here. Salvador has it. Salvador in the corner, quick fire trigger, and Salvador knocks it down from deep. Lead back up to 11 for JRU. Lemmet has it. Gets it to Humawan, lines up the triple, and answers right back for UST. Humawan will trim the lead down to 8. UST opting for the press here. Trying to make it hard for the ball handlers of JRU. Palis now has it, top of the key. Herrera steps into a three-pointer. Can't knock it down. Okoe almost had it stripped from behind. And now UST with a chance to trim this lead down even further. Okoe all the way. Okoe flips it up. And Collins was looking for the and one play, but he'll be rewarded 2 free throws instead. Boy, Sean Salvador, that's pure confidence to keep on shooting it. Knocks it down from deep, and then on the other end, Humawan answering right back with a timely triple of their own as UST again finds themselves fighting their way back into this ball game after a hot run by JRU on the offensive side. A lot of that has to do with, of course, Lawrence Mangubat, who is sitting now on the bench for JRU. He is leading the way for the Heavy Bombers again. An efficient 4 for 5 shooting for Mangubat. He's got 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Meanwhile, this man for UST leading the way for them as Okoye still having the free throw woes following him. That's something that he has constantly tried to improve on. I'm sure he'd much rather be hitting a couple more here in this ball game. Empty trip, but he gets those 2 points right back. Okoye now with 12 in the semifinals game as Asido tries to save it. Oh, Lemit tried to save it towards our end here as Okoye making good on that second chance opportunity. Palace gets the ball right back. Palace the drive, floater over Okoye is not gonna go. And Asido has it now for UST. Amiel goes all the way, finds Lemit. Lemit to Okoye. Collins will kick it out. That's telegraphed by JRU. Heavy Bombers on the break. Palace flips it up, left it short. And again, it's UST up and running. Amiel. Okoye with an and one opportunity. Off the pass from Amiel Asido, who had to change midair to pass it into Okoye. Okoye knocks it down over the defense, over the contact. And UST just down by 4 now. Give us a little bow there, did Collins Okoye. Well, a showman of the game for sure is Collins Okoye as he steps up to the line to try and complete this and one opportunity. 14 points for Okoye. Still not enough to put a smile on Coach Pido Harencha's face. We'll see if that smile pops up once UST retake the lead here. And Okoye makes good on that free throw. Salvador back with it for JRU. Under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Darupil kicks it out. Salvador for 3. Bounces out. Well, we're not sure who got that for JRU, but it does go in for them as they get 2 points up on their board. It's a 5-point lead for the Heavy Bombers. Masiglat will be credited for that shot. That tip-in on the Heavy Bombers side as Okoye gets hacked again underneath. JRU asking for a 3-second violation to be called on Okoye. They felt like he spent a lot of time in that painted area. Bagro still trying to convince the officials. Officials say otherwise, and Okoye back on the line. So 2 more free throws for Okoye. I'm sure that's a sigh of relief for Collins to see that free throw go in. And still only a 4-point game here in the second quarter. So UST making their way back into this one again after being down by as many as 11 points. Couple of substitutions here on JRU. Lawrence Mangubat back in this one for the Heavy Bombers as Buenaflor checks in for UST. Coach Pido will give Collins some extra minutes of rest before we head into the halftime break. Meanwhile, a fresh Lawrence Mangubat is back in this one. They got to get the ball across here. Manages to just do so. Mangubat guarded by Alaw. 7 seconds to shoot. Mangubat with a fake. Mangubat flips it up and in with the left hand. From half court, Lemon won't get it to go, and that'll do it for the first half. Like they did in the first, UST fight their way back into this ball game, but JRU ends on a high note with a highlight from their star guard and Lawrence Mangubat. He keeps the lead at 6 for JRU as we head into the halftime break, 44-38. Back with the second half when we return. We're here at halftime, 44-38 as a score after the first 2 quarters of play. JRU maintaining the lead after going up by as many as 11. UST, very similar 2 quarters for them. Started off very slow, then ended both quarters and on a high note by fighting their way back and trimming down the deficit, but it's been the hot shooting from downtown of JRU that has kept them in the lead here, and the brilliance of Lawrence Mangubat. UST, meanwhile, have the reigning MVP on their side of the court, holding the fort for them as they keep things close after the first half. Then you got guys like Koji Buenaflor, the young core of this UST team, working wonders for them, but it's been all Lawrence Mangubat for JRU as he has had a bunch, scored in bunches for the Heavy Bombers all throughout, then ending that first half on that sweet left-handed drive to the rim. That's what put them up by 6 to end the first half. You take a look at the halftime stats here. UST shooting a little bit more efficiently than the Heavy Bombers. That's the points off turnovers where JRU have heavily invested on and have converted on, 14-2 in that category. Then it's pretty even on the rebounding battle on both sides. And assists, UST working that ball around. They've been doing that even in their last game in the quarterfinals to make it to the semifinals. As you take a look at the leading scorers here, well, that's pretty evident on how this UST team plays with Colin Sakoe, again, the reigning International World Invitational MVP with 16 points in the game. Mangubat on the other end has 15 for the Heavy Bombers, and looks like it's not going to stop there for either of those 2 players as we wind things down here and head into the second half, which is coming up in a bit. The second half coming up in just a bit here as we get things ready between UST and JRU. Both of these teams fighting for a spot in the finals. They will take on the winners of the Sanbeda and Nagoya matchup happening later today, right after this one. So stick around for that. You see Mangubat on the bench there for JRU. He's had a great game for the Heavy Bombers, and that has been the case all tournament long for Lawrence Mangubat. He has really shined throughout this entire preseason for the Heavy Bombers. He's got 16 points already in that first half. He's on pace to match that production in the second. And in that guard position, UST has just had no answers for Lawrence Mangubat. UST's go-to guys in that position with Cañete, Asido, even Mark Lemet, they all still aren't in double-digit scoring so far for UST. And it's been a very tough task for the Growling Tigers to guard Juan Lawrence Mangubat. We'll see how they fare here in the second as the Heavy Bombers will get the opening possession here in the third. Thank you for joining us for our continued coverage of the NSAC World Invitational, whether you're watching on Pilipinas Live, One Sports Plus, One Sports on YouTube, or on Facebook and YouTube on the Asiabasket pages. Ready to kick things off here as JRU, of course, has that ball poked out of bounds by UST. They will reset at 15. And already we're getting a little bit tense here between these two squads. There is a change being happening now on the clock. Technical officials are taking a handle on that one. Trying to make sure all the time, scoreboard and shot clock are all working here in the third quarter. Well, the official time on the clock is 9:50 here in this third quarter. Shot clock at 14 as the official time. 44-38 is our score. The Heavy Bombers up by 6. Ubilia to Mangubat. Loves that action and loves to knock it down from the corner as Mangubat is up to 19 here in this ball game. Ball almost poked away by Ubilia. Akoe has it. Lemit finds Asido. 2 seconds to shoot. UST has to put something up. Great defense by the Heavy Bombers as they force a shot clock violation on UST. Time and time again, when JRU are playing their peak defense, it has been extremely tough for UST to get a quality shot up. They have not had the best looks when JRU has set their defense up. And you have to wonder if the physicality and the maturity of this JRU team has just been outmatching UST with the deficit that they've continued to build by starting on the defensive end. Now UST is trying to respond with a press of their own. Garcia has it. Guarded by Alao. Garcia kicks it out. 8 seconds to shoot. Turnaround jumper for Ubilia and 2 free throws coming up for Chris Ubilia. Whistle blown against Mark Lemit. So 2 more free throws coming up here for Chris Ubilia as he knocks down the first of 2. Ubilia hasn't hit a field goal just yet, but he does get his 3rd and now 4th point at the free throw line. Ubilia with 4 rebounds and 4 points so far in this game. And JRU have tied their largest lead of the ball game. Akoe backs down Eligado, collects the offensive rebound. He's denied by Ubilia. 2nd try, here's a 3rd try. And now Akoe is hacked. And JRU give up the foul. And now some words being exchanged here by Akoe and Garcia. This was a great recovery by Chris Ubilia. Akoe just too strong and too tall to try and get that rebound over him, but JRU does give up the foul. And so that'll end in the hands of UST. Ice Danting checks into the game. Mark Lemet will take a seat. And it's Mer Alo who inbounds it for UST. Gets it inside to Asido, and Amiel finishes at the rim. Lead cut down to 9. Asido with 7 points in the ball game. Mangubat. Now to Garcia. Garcia, he's guarded by Danting. And there's a whistle blown away from the basketball as Humawan and Hubilia get tangled up. Resetting the shot clock here for JRU. All right there, Humawan just grabbing the left arm of Chris Hubilia, dragging him down. And officials saw that in broad daylight. So JRU will take it out of bounds. They'll have a fresh 14 on the clock here. It'll be Garcia to inbound. 8:08 still to play here in this third quarter. A lot of time for UST to mount their comeback. They get it to Mangubat. Ball is stolen away, recovered by Asido. Asido finds Alao. Alao from deep, puts it in. Lead cut down to just 6 here in the third. Alao gets his first basket and his first points of the afternoon. A drive inside, a lay-in, no good. Danting on the other end. Danting gets fouled. And free throws coming up for Ice Danting. Now, the same way that UST has fought their way back in the first 2 quarters, they're trying to fight their way back here again, starting off with that 3-pointer by Mer Alao, who gets his first basket of the game. And now Danting at the free throw line for UST. Makes the first of 2. Danting now with 4 points in this game. Hit a 3-pointer earlier, but has not had a lot of looks so far in this game. Garcia has it for JRU. Ball now into the hands of Mangubat. And another whistle being called away from the basketball. Well, we've had a lot of those calls here, with things getting very, very physical underneath, as JRU tried to seal off the passing lanes into Collins Okoye. So that'll head the other way to UST. There's an offensive foul called on JRU. Bagro checks in for the Heavy Bombers. Only a 4-point deficit here. And they are making sure that that wet spot underneath the basket is high and dry. They've really been working their way on that side of the court, so that's a big reason why it's a little bit more slippery. Here's that contact between Okoye and Deligado. And Collins not happy about the sportsmanship being shown by Deligado that time. Well, it's a tough ask to guard him. And sometimes you gotta get a little bit in the face of the defense as another whistle is blown. This time it's gonna be on JRU still, as Laurenaria gets called on that one. Laurenaria getting tangled up with Asido, so UST will keep possession. So in the second quarter, it was UST who gave up a lot of the fouls. That was a big reason why they allowed JRU to go up by 11 in that second quarter. Now here in the third, it's been JRU who has been, well, not that careful, to say the least, with those fouls. They're all already up to 4. UST, only 2 team fouls so far here in this third quarter. Here's a look at that replay, that entanglement between Laurenaria and Asido. And that has sent us into this stoppage play, but play continues on now as Alao inbounds it for UST. Alao to Humawa. Okoe drives it inside. Okoe flips it up. And Okoe will draw the whistle again, and he'll head back to the free throw line. Collins Okoe. What do you do when you got your big man driving to the lane that time? We apologize for any language you might have seen right there for Collins Okoe. Well, Okoe is in a good rhythm right now with his free throws. He has raised that percentage up from the first half. At one point, Collins missed 4 straight freebies at the line. He is now up to 50% with that free throw. 5 for 10. And now make that 6 for 11 from the free throw line as Okoe collects his 17th and 18th point of the ball game. Laurenaria underneath, shot won't go. 3 opportunities for JRU to no avail there. And Humawan stepped out of bounds. Officials had a front row seat for that one. Caught it in HD. Take a look at that one more time right there. Even received the ball out of bounds, so that was an easy call for the officials there. 47-49 is our score. Laurenaria gives it up to Palis. Mangubat all day. Can't capitalize that time. Shot clock down to 10. Mangubat steps back for 3. Can't get it to go, and Asido gives it up. Umawan finds Asido. Alao inside to Okoe. Okoe finishes with the slam. And we are tied at 49. Well, Okoe with emphasis on that jam on the other end. A great find by Alao to the cutting Okoe. No one there to stop his flight. Well, those are the types of looks that Okoe has been building towards throughout this ball game here. Finally had A dunk that he liked. And as he tie it up at 49 here. Hubilia has it. He's guarded by Danting. Hubilia, turnaround J, and Hubilia gets it to drop. Chris Hubilia getting it to go and retaking the lead here for JRU. Akoe again. The handoff to Alao, back to Akoe. Collins underneath. Short floater is good and off the glass and in. Tied up again at 51. Under 5 minutes to play. Manghubat in the corner. Trying to lose Danting that time. Manghubat creates the space, knocks it down again. Lawrence Manghubat still on a heater for JRU. Bumawan looking to respond with a three. No can do. Manghubat collects it. Palace is running, finds Manghubat. Manghubat to the lane. Manghubat flips it up and in. And JRU back up in front by 4. What a game we are seeing from Lawrence Manghubat. Alao to Asido. Asido backs down Palace. Asido flips it up. Can't get the and one, but he will be awarded free throws. And that'll give us some time to collect ourselves and take a look at these replays from Lawrence Manghubat. First, the jumper to create space. Then this one, almost no space, and still finds a way to flip it up and in. And then on the other end, Asido, inches, centimeters away from an and one play. Couldn't get it to drop, but he will step up to shoot 2 free throws here for the Growling Tigers. Well, again, Asido taking on a much bigger role for UST heading into this season. This is the first of 2 free throws. But with him alongside Akoe and Lemit, that is the core trio that Coach Pido Horencio will be leaning towards all throughout the upcoming season as Asido knocks down the second free throw, cuts the lead down to 3. 55-52 is our score with just about 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Laurenaria back to Palace. Hubilia has it. Hubilia looking. Hubilia drives, flips it up. Off the spin and in for Chris Hubilia. Asido steps into a three-pointer, knocks it down. And Asido will bring it to within 2. Palace again. As Manghubat works off ball, has the ball now in his hands. He's guarded by Manding. Inside to Hubilia. Hubilia's jumper is no good. Akoe protecting that rebound and gets it into the hands of Kurt Cañete. Buenaflor looking for options. Koji trying to work his way inside. Gets the foul drawn against JRU. And that is going to be free throws now for Koji Buenaflor. Take a look at that replay from Chris Hubilia. Nice touch at the rim. And speaking of nice touches, Amiel Asido with a response from 3, and then Hubilia with Buenaflor getting tangled up. And so JRU will give up 2 more free throws here for UST. But Buenaflor can't get the first one to drop. This has been a great game for both Lawrence Mangubat and the reigning MVP of this tournament, Colin Zakowe, each with 22 points this afternoon. Mangubat rather scored 22 in his last game and 4 quarters, and he's already up to 22 here in the third. It has been fun to watch those two go head-to-head here. The drive inside is good, off the outstretched arm of Colin Zakowe as Laurenaria gets it to fall. Lead back up to 3 for JRU. And Cañete gets tangled up. And that's going to be free throws for Kirk Cañete. Laurenaria got to the rim first. Zakowe was a split second too late. And that was enough for JRU to hold on to this 3-point lead with 2:25 left to play here in the third quarter. Chris Porter checking in for UST. Coach Pido will give Colin Zakowe a breather. He'll take a seat with 22 points and 11 rebounds as Kirk Cañete steps up and makes the first of 2 free throws. Still waiting for that smile from Coach Pido. Cañete goes 2 for 2. And lead cut down to just 1 here. JRU still up in front. They've been holding on to this lead for quite some time, leading all the way back into the first half. UST needs a stop and then needs a bucket on the other end to regain that lead. As we got a foul called on Mark Lemmet. Sideline official was the one who called that one. Oh, that was the final foul to give for UST. Next ones will be free throws for JRU. Palace has it. Herrera can't knock down that three-pointer, but it's recovered by JRU. But not for long as UST forces the turnover. Oh, that was the stop that UST needed. Now they'll look for a bucket to regain the lead. Humawan the drive, Humawan the jumper, not gonna go. Porter underneath, Porter retakes the lead for UST. They're up by 1. Palace calling out a play here. And Cañete gets called for the whistle. That was a push being called on Kirk Cañete. That's going to be Cañete's first personal, but it is going to be an excess foul, an excess team foul for UST. So free throws now for Palace. Might be a quick trip in front for UST as JRU with a chance to regain that lead off of this free throw by Palace. Goes 1 for 2 that time. We're knotted at 60. And an offensive foul being called there on Kirk Cañete. Yeah, the officials say that Cañete caught Palace on the face there. What he did, trying to guard or use that offhand to guard off Palis. Interesting call there. Palis finds Salvador. He'll drive to the rim. Salvador runs into a wall. And Cañete on the break for UST. Cañete the drive, a miss. And it was last off of Cañete. That'll be JRU's basketball. Well, the young guard from UST not having the best of moments these past couple of plays. JRU back with the basketball. Shot clock down to just 7. Palis the drive, gets it inside. And a whistle blown in front of the UST bench. Oh, this was a strong drive to the hoop there. Palis lost all of his defenders. Cañete thought he had the ball, but Palis draws the whistle. So again, Palis will step up to the line. No field goals just yet, but he does have a point after that earlier free throw. Looking for his second one of the night. Palis goes over 2. And Manding tracks it down. Ball in the hands of Cañete. We're tied up at 60. Inside to Porter. Porter the drive. He's denied from behind. And Panapanan with a block there on the big man, Chris Porter. As Kurt Cañete will take a seat, Ivan Calum checks in for UST. Well, the rookie coming in for the vet, Humawan. Inside the Buena Flor, Koji almost loses it. Manding underneath, gives it up to Porter last second. And that'll stay with UST. And we got a player on the floor here, Laurenaria. Still on the floor. And we'll take a look at what happened here. Looks like he tripped as he was fighting over that screen to try and chase his defender. His teammates trying to tighten up the laces on that left ankle there. We'll take a look at it one more time. Didn't look like there was much contact, but right there did tweak that left ankle. He is up on his own power, but also being escorted out by his teammates. Well, we hope it's nothing serious for Laurenaria, as he checks out of this ball game. Garupil will check in for him.
Shot clock at 3.6 seconds.
And he'll be... Laurenaria will be on the bench there for his squad. As play continues on here, UST in possession as Humawan gets the basket to go. Shot clock turned off here for JRU as they have a chance at the final shot of the quarter. Salvador Pulls up for the jumper. Salvador knocks it down. And that'll be the end of the third. Knotted at 62 with 1 quarter to go. Umawan takes the lead briefly for UST. But Salvador tying it up again at 62 as we end the third quarter. We'll have the fourth and final quarter waiting for you when we return. After all that, we are still tied in this ball game between the JRU Heavy Bombers and the UST Growling Tigers. 62 all after the 3 quarters of play. And we've got a fourth and final one coming up in just a bit here. JRU has relied on their outside shooting with guys like Lawrence Mangubat carrying the load, Sean Salvador finding some offense towards the end of that third quarter. And over on the UST side, it's been the big man in the middle, the reigning MVP, Colin Zakoe, with 22 points in 3 quarters. He's already at a double-double with 11 rebounds and looks to add to it. It's been inside and outside games so far going head-to-head here between UST and JRU, and it has been fun to watch. So whether you're watching us on Pilipinas Live, One Sports Plus, One Sports on YouTube, or on Asiabasket Facebook page or YouTube page, we thank you for joining us, and we hope you're enjoying the game being brought to you here by UST and JRU. One more quarter to decide who will take that first spot in the finals of the 2026 NSAC World Invitationals. And it'll be UST who have the possession here in the fourth. And an offensive foul called to start off this first quarter as Chris Porter gets called for the whistle there. UST going back to that press. It's what has worked for them throughout this game, and a big reason why they're still in this game after being down by 11 2 different times. And Salvador gets fouled by Asido. And so Sean Salvador will shoot 3 free throws. Well, this one was from well downtown. For anyone else, you wouldn't close out like how Amiel Asido did, but when you have someone like Sean Salvador who can hit it from downtown, from that range, well, you have to close out every single time. So 3 free throws for Salvador as he makes the first of 3 rather. And Salvador all of a sudden up to 7 points with that free throw. Did not shoot it very well to start off this ball game. So he has found the touch at the right time. Goes 3 for 3 on those free throws. 8 points in the game for Sean Salvador, and more importantly, gives JRU the 3-point lead. Asido has it, kicks it out to Porter. Buenaflor fires from deep. Left it way short, and Asido cleans it up. Lead cut down to just 1. And Salvador running point here for JRU. Hands it off to Mangubat. Shot on the inside, no good that time by Herrera. And UST looking to push up ahead. Kumawan gets it to Porter. Now to Asido, inside to Buenaflor. OG recollects inside to Porter, and a great cut to the basket there by Chris Porter, and an even better find by Koji. Salvador looking for the whistle, didn't get it. Salvador again. Oh, and the officials are signaling a flop on Salvador, but check a look at this replay here. Buenaflor to Porter, and Porter finishing nicely at the rim. And so play has stopped here because prior to us showing you that replay of Buenaflor and Porter, the officials have called a technical foul on Sean Salvador for flopping. There was that replay here. Right there. As Salvador picked himself up, the officials quickly pointed to the officiating crew on the sideline. And now it's Asido who hits the technical for USC. That pushes the lead back up to 2 for the Growling Tigers. But now the time on the clock is what the officials will have to decide on. Right now, it's 3.9 seconds on the shot clock for JRU.
Shot clock at 3.9 seconds.
And there will be no reset on the shot clock there. So it'll be Mangubat to inbound. A foul call there against UST on the inbound play. Mangubat set it up perfectly for Jubilia. And now that'll put a smile on Coach Pido's face, but not the type of smile he probably wanted to have. And I believe there's another technical being called on UST. So the technical free throw will be shot first by Mangubat before Jubilia will be credited. So a technical shot does not go in, but it will be out of bounds to JRU.
48 seconds on the shot clock.
And Apanan has it. Gives it up here to Mangubat. Jubilia steps back, gives it back to Mangubat. 4 seconds to shoot. Mangubat will pull up from deep. Mangubat can't knock it down. Jubilia trying to secure that rebound. Instead, I'll get the whistle called on Kalum. And that is going to be 4 team fouls now for UST. 1 more, and that's going to be over the foul limit. Three-pointer, no good that time by Garupil. It bounces out. And when a floor, a miscomm between his point guard there, commits the turnover. Hubilia spins. Hubilia can't get it to drop. But there will be free throws coming up. Oh, and Chris Hubilia shaken up on that play there. His teammates quickly rushing to help him up. This was a quick spin by Hubilia. Lost everybody on that one. And well, it looks like it was a non-contact, but he does, seem to be okay here. And if you're JRU, you do not want to have another man down with Alan Laurenaria on the sidelines now for JRU. Hubilia steps up to shoot the first free throw. He's up to 9 points here. Second freebie by Hubilia is good. We're tied up again at 67. Calum gets it across to Humawan. Finds Asido. And again, the miscomm between the two UST teammates. Muralo has checked back into the ball game as Calum steps out. Buenaflor has stepped out as well in favor of Colin Zakoe, who has had a lot of time to rest and recharge on that UST bench. We'll see how he can take control in this game, where it's tied at 67. Garcia to Mangubat. Mangubat trying to create space. He does, and knocks it down. Another triple for Lawrence Mangubat. And he's up to 25 points here in this ball game. Danting drives inside, kicks it out, extra pass. Humawan from deep, can't get it to go. And Mangubat secures it for JRU. Garupil has it. Now to Garcia, looking for Mangubat. No, finds Hubilia. Hubilia with a soft touch. And the Heavy Bombers up by 5 here in the fourth quarter. 6:23 remaining. This is what got them there. Mangubat, the step back triple in the face of the defense. And then Hubilia over the outstretched arms of Colin Zakoe, and Muralo gives JRU a 5-point cushion. Well, it's a 5-point lead for the JRU Heavy Bombers. 6:23 minutes away from moving on to the finals and collecting another finals berth here in the preseason. They have had a lot of opportunities to put UST away, and right now they're creating another one for themselves here in the fourth quarter. UST has responded every time, but can they do it here in the fourth quarter as well? There's a whistle being blown now. Garcia gets called for that one. That'll be a second personal on Garcia. Second team foul for JRU. Shot clock reset to 14 for UST. Alaw has it. Alaw to Humawan. Danting in the corner. Danting spins, flips it up, no good. Tried to collect his own miss. But again, the whistle is blown against UST. Danting gets called on that one. Well, for UST, that is their 15th foul, over the foul limit. For the next 6 minutes of play, it'll be free throws for JRU. And this is the exact situation UST did not want to find themselves in, with just so much time remaining left in this ball game. A foul occurs right then and there. Obelia goes 2 for 2. And the lead is extended up to 7. Alaw with the ball. He's guarded by Garupil. Finds Asido inside to Akowe. Collins, double team, flips it up. And a foul is called against JRU. That's going to be their 3rd team foul. And it'll be free throws for Collins Akowe. But JRU is giving up those fouls because they will take Collins Akowe shooting free throws over him getting those easy baskets underneath. And despite all of that, Collins still with 22 points, but misses the first of 2 free throws on that trip. Akowe left it short again on that second try. And it's JRU in firm control of this ball game as we approach the halfway point. Seven seconds to shoot for JRU. Garcia finds Panapanaan. What a cut to the basket. And the lead is 9 for the Heavy Bombers. Humawan inside to Asido, finds Alaw. And things getting chippy between Obelia and Akowe. Obelia had some words for the officials there. While a broken play turned into a sweet one as Panapanaan saw the lane to the basket and just laid it up in there. Alaw has it. Gets it to Asido. Alaw again, 6 seconds to shoot. Lemit in the post. Humawan fires from deep. Can't get the bounce. And a rebound to Mangubat. And again, it's JRU who will take their time here. Obelia. Mangubat will waste some time on the clock. He'll pull up from deep. No can do there, but he gets the offensive rebound. And the ball just finding the Heavy Bombers here in the 4th quarter. The floater, it drops. The lead is back up to 11 for JRU. 4 minutes away from making the finals. Asido can't get it to fall. Garupil secures it. And Garupil was looking for the whistle that time. Obelia will milk as much time as he can here. Shot clock is down to 8. Mangubat again. Mangubat finds Garcia open for 3. And another miss for JRU. Asido collects it. Alaw pushing the pace. Humawan Almost stolen away. Battle inside. And a whistle is called here. I believe it'll be on JRU. As Okoe is taking his time to set up at the free throw line. Check out that floater on the other end for the Heavy Bombers. Garcia getting it to drop. And so JRU now also over the foul limit. But Okoe still with his woes at the line. This is the first of two. Having some words with the officials there. Wants to change the basketball. The senior officials gave it to him now. So second free throw for Okoe. Gets it to drop. 78-68 is our score as Kirk Cañete checks into the game. Ala will take a seat. Ala with 3 points in 17 minutes for UST. Mobilia has it. Directing traffic away. Guarded by Asido. Mobilia inside. Mobilia can't get it to fall. And Okoe collects it into the hands of Cañete now. Kirk kicks it out. Lemit tried to get it to Asido. Now to Humawan in the corner from deep. Knocks it down. And lead cut down to 7 now for USD. 2:53 remains. JRU's ball when we return. Check out that shot from Humawan. Has not lost the touch despite the misses, and he has continued to shoot that basketball. He'll trim down this lead to 7 for UST.
Chris, Ivan, big set ka, Jelen. Okay, bossing tayo pag nakasuhan na, ha? Pag nakasuhan na. Okay, gamit. Chris, kailangan mo dumay ba? Okay, ito. Flair. Then, tingnan mo si Buboy. Okay, Buboy at saka si Jalen yan. Kapag nakaka-match up, okay, ear tayo. Tawag tayo ear, ha? Same rule. Okay, Chris, Ivan, Buboy, Rupert, Jalen. Okay, Chris.
Extra din tayo, ha? Extra din.
Okay, gamit. Ito.
78-71 is our score here. The JRU Heavy Bombers are 2 minutes and 53 seconds away from another preseason finals appearance. But Collins Okoe and the UST Growling Tigers not going down without a fight here. Still down by 7, but also still a lot of time. Let's see what UST can cook up here in the final stretch of this ball game. It'll be JRU with the ball. They'll take it in the backcourt. Garupil guarded by Cañete. Garupil off the screen, kicks it out. 5 seconds to shoot for JRU. The stop, the pop. Shot won't go that time. Cañete kicks it up ahead. Humawan left wide open from deep. Not gonna go. And we got a whistle called here against Chris Ubilia. So like we mentioned, both teams over the foul limit. So free throws will be rewarded here to UST. It'll be Cañete to shoot it. Palace will check back into the game for JRU. Cañete misses the first of 2 free throws. Can't trim down this lead. 2 minutes and change remaining here in the fourth quarter. Cañete 0 for 2. Okoe the offensive rebound, and Okoe will shoot free throws now. Well, they're just taking turns now on the free throw line, or UST. So now it's Okoe who steps up to shoot 2 free throws. He's got 23 points here today, shooting 7 for 15 from the line. Couple of substitutions now for JRU. Checking back in for them is Panapanaan. At the line again is Colin Okoe. Swishes in the first of 2 to trim down the lead. Got a 6-point ball game on our hands. 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Okoe goes 2 for 2. Down to a 5-point game. Both teams trying to play some mind games with each other here. The officials will not wait for anyone to take that ball. He'll leave it there, and finally JRU inbounds it. Gets it to Hobilia, wide open to the basket. That's not gonna go. Offensive rebound to the Heavy Bombers. And lands safely into the hands of Mangubat. Last 2 minutes of play in this ball game. Mangubat steps back for 3. No can do. Okoe the rebound. Cañete kicks it up ahead. Asido. Humawan fakes. Kicks it in the corner. Asido from deep. Bang! Bang! Two-point game with 1:40 to play. JRU looking to respond. Hubilia can't get it to go. The tip out. And Palis will get it back into the hands of Mangubat. 3 seconds to shoot. Mangubat has to put something up. Mangubat can't get it to go. Laurenaria, he is fouled. And free throws coming up now for JRU. Boy, Okoe not happy with himself on that one. Felt like that was an easy rebound. But Panapanaan came out of nowhere to keep that ball in play. And now he'll step into the line to shoot 2 free throws. Well, that is now 4 quarters where USC had found themselves down by 11, found some momentum, and fought their way back into a single-digit game. And now 2 points separate these two teams. And we are stopping play here as that wet spot continues to bother these players. Oh, there's a lot of bodies being thrown on the floor here. A lot of sweat being dropped on both sides, so they're trying to be very careful on that front. And finally, we have time for Alan Laurenaria to shoot these free throws. Misses the first of 2. Well, good to see Laurenaria back on the floor here after tweaking that left ankle earlier on. Goes 0 for 2, but again, the offensive rebound by JRU. Mangubat has it. 10 seconds on the shot clock for them. Mangubat with a jumper, bothered by Okoe. And into the hands now. Well, that UST bench livid after the call by the officials. Coach Pido off his seat. As the officials signal a review, they will take a gander at it there. And they will take their time to review this call. Well, the officials still taking a review at that last play here. Make the proper call. It's the final minute of play here in the fourth quarter. And both sides greatly wanting for this final possession to pan out in their favor. And if you're just joining us, well, the Heavy Bombers, even towards the end of this fourth quarter, up by double digits. UST finding themselves in a similar situation that they did in the first three quarters, where they were down double digits, fought their way back, and has gotten close, but not quite in the lead. And they did it. They're at that same situation again here in the fourth. It was that last play that the officials are taking a review at. Well, numerous players asking for different calls. Acedo felt like it was last touch off of JRU. And the officials have made their call. It is going to be JRU basketball with 14 seconds on the shot clock. .3 seconds is the official time here. Mangubat has it. Gets it to Garupil. 7 seconds to shoot for JRU. Garupil fires from deep. Can't knock it down. Another offensive rebound for the Heavy Bombers. The kick out to Mangubat. Fakes, drives, loses the ball, gets it back. Mangubat, no good. And this time it's Okoe who secures it. Into the hands of Acedo, looking to tie or take the lead. Lemit inside. Lemit will shoot 2 free throws as he hits numerous bodies, and we got numerous bodies on the floor as well. Panapanaan and Lemit both down, and both grimacing in pain here on at the bottom of the net. Right there, as both of them were landing. Well, that was, looks like Panapanaan landed on the foot of his own teammate as Chris Hubilia tried to contest the shot by Mark Lemit. And Panapanaan still holding on to that right leg area. The medical staff paying close attention to him. Right there. So the officials are also taking a look at the time remaining. It is 21.6 seconds on the game clock. And now Mark Lemit with an opportunity here to give us another deadlock in this game. He sinks the first of 2. Now that entire JRU bench all up on their seats, praying that Lemit misses this second one. That goes in and out. Okoe, the offensive rebound, goes in and out again. And another foul being assessed to JRU. And more free throws coming for UST. Boy, what a sequence that was for the Growling Tigers. Another opportunity for them to not just tie this game, but also retake the lead. "18 seconds remain on the game clock when JRU gets the ball. And it's Cañete who steps up to the line here for UST. Cañete misses the first of 2. Well, Coach Pido has a lot of trust in his young point guard, opting him in for much more experienced guards here. That says a lot to the type of player that Kurt Cañete is. And he's stepping up to shoot one of the biggest free throws of this game. Second free throw for Cañete is good. And we are tied again at 78. 19 seconds left on the game clock. JRU's basketball. They will have all the time in the world to try and win this at the buzzer. And even more time to talk out and scheme out what that next play will be for them. Well, numerous times we have found ourselves deadlocked in this ball game. Had all the signs, all the makings of a game that would go down to the wire, and that is exactly what is happening now between UST and JRU. Need I remind everybody, the winner here moves on to the finals of the NSAC World Invitational. UST looking to play in that finals with the reigning MVP on their side. JRU is looking for a third consecutive preseason finals appearance this season. So there's a lot on the line for both of these teams. And I'm not sure what type of play this JRU coaching staff has drawn up. One thing I am sure of, it's going to feature that man right there, Lawrence Mangubat, with the way that he has played all throughout this game. Mangubat has 25 points in this one. Back-to-back 20-point-plus games here in the tournament. We'll wait and see what Coach Hernani has chalked up for his guys. 18.1 seconds on the game clock. JRU will take it on the other end of the court. So they'll have all 18 seconds to work with here. Garupil the inbound. Ball in the hands here of Palis. 10 seconds to shoot. Palis gets it to Mangubat. 8 seconds. Mangubat guarded by Lemit. 5 seconds to shoot. Mangubat loses Lemit. Mangubat for the win. No can do. And we are headed into overtime. Great defense down the stretch here for UST. Mangubat had a look towards the end there as he lost Lemit on the spin. Stepped inside, flipped it up, hit the glass, but nowhere near the ring. And we're headed into overtime here, 78-78. 5 more minutes of basketball here in the first semifinals matchup that we have this afternoon. Five more minutes of play to decide who will be our first finalists in the 2026 NSAC World Invitational. JRU and UST. Well, both of these teams couldn't do it in 4 quarters. They needed overtime to decide who is taking home the win here. For a moment in that 4th quarter, it looked like JRU was set in stone to make it to the finals. The UST, as they did throughout the entire game here, fought their way back and made it another comeback here in this one. Can they complete it here in overtime? That's what we'll find out. Mangubat with the basketball. Guarded by Cañete. Rookie on the vet. Mangubat can't get it to go, and Obidia tracks down the rebound. Shot clock down to 10 for JRU. Lemit almost getting the steal. Obilia's shot is no good, and it's collected by UST. Humawan pulls up, in and out. And tracked back down here by JRU. Garupil from deep. Bounces in. Well, a much needed basket by JRU. They have not had the best times these past couple of possessions, leading all the way back into the 4th quarter. Lemit lines it up. Can't knock it down. And the rebound collected here by JRU. Hubilia has it. Hubilia picks up the dribble. And Mangubat now with the ball in his hands. Hubilia to Mangubat. Mangubat from deep. Left it short. And Cañete securing the rebound for UST. Asido back with a rock. Uses the screen from Makoe. In the corner, Cañete inside. Lemit finds Asido. Pulls up from deep. No can do. Offensive rebound kept alive by Cañete. 10 seconds on the shot clock for UST. Cañete pulls up and draws the foul. And a veteran move there by the young man from España. Cañete will step up to the line here for UST. Well, Cañete has showed great poise throughout this ball game. His coaches relied on him, gave him the opportunity. Had some frustrating moments in that fourth quarter, did not let it get to him. And he's one of the reasons why UST has fought their way back in this one as he hits the first of 2 free throws. A lot of maturity being shown here by the young Kirk Cañete. Hasn't been an easy matchup to go up against one of the best guards in the country, against Lawrence Mangubat, but he has stepped up to the plate. Now he'll get some much-deserved time on the bench as Mer Alao checks in for UST. Sean Salvador has checked in as well. Garupil will take a seat. And that's the dangers of going up against this JRU team. You have one shooter on the bench and get him right back in there for another sharp shooter as well. Salvador has it. Hubilia pulls up. Hubilia knocks it down. And the mid-range J drops for Chris Hubilia as he gives JRU a 3-point cushion. Alao to Manding. Inside to Akoe. Collins fakes, fires, blocked from behind. Great defense by JRU. Hubilia has it inside. And the shot no good by Laurenaria. Alao to Lemit. Lemit right back to Alao. Finds Manding. Murr in the corner. Asido from deep. Can't get it to go. Akoe. The offensive rebound. Spins. Poster slam. And Akoe pointing to his teammates. Watch your head, young fella. First, the miss from Asido. He collects the offensive board. A little spin to lose the defense. Then the poster right in the grill of John Bagro. And now Akoe will step up and try to complete the and one opportunity. JRU not happy with the call there on the officials. Now they'll hope for Akoe to miss. And that's exactly what happens. Akoe can't get it to drop. JRU still up in front by 1. Hubilia has it. Mangubat. And an offensive foul on JRU as Lemit hits the deck. That's going to be on John Bagro. Moved his body towards Lemit. That's going to be a foul call every day of the week. Both teams over the foul limit here as well. So that should be free throws for Limit. Coach Pido having some words with the officials. Oh, so no free throws just yet. So UST with the basketball. Inside to Okoe. Collins flips it up. No shot. Foul is called on the floor. So the shot will not count for Collins Okoe, but he will shoot free throws nonetheless. A chance to tie or take the lead if Okoe can make both free throws here. Well, crucially now for the Heavy Bombers, Chris Ovilia with 5 fouls. He will take a seat on the bench there for JRU. Coach Pido trying to hide his expressions as Okoe misses that free throw. (83-82) as our score here. So Okoe is still with an opportunity to tie. Goes 1 for 2. And we are tied at 83. Garupil back in the game for JRU. Laurenaria has it. Gets it to Salvador. Salvador looking for Mangubat. He'll have to take it himself. 9 seconds to shoot. Salvador the drive. Trying to find his teammate underneath. A lot of time being wasted here. 2 seconds. Garupil can't get it to go. And Okoe is securing the basketball here. A chance for UST to take the lead. Lemmet has it. 10 seconds to shoot. Lemmet the drive. Lemmet gets blocked from behind. Again, JRU with stellar defense down the stretch here. It's about a 1.5 difference between shot clock and the game clock. Mangubat with the ball in his hands. Mangubat, 4 seconds from deep. No can do. 2 seconds to shoot. JRU has to put something up here. And we are headed into a second overtime. Neither team getting a quality look. And that will bring us to 5 more minutes of play. We will now have an extra quarter on our hands between JRU and UST to decide our first finalists. This was a clean look by Mangubat. Just a tad short. UST fortunate that didn't go in. Had the ball momentarily. And that'll do it for the first overtime. One more heading your way as we are tied at 83. Well, to all the Sendeda and Nagoya fans waiting for their turn to take over the streams, Well, we can't apologize on behalf of JRU and UST. They have been putting on a stellar game for us here in our first semifinals match. One more overtime period on the plate. Will there be more? Only time will tell. What is, and what you can be sure of, is both of these teams not going to be making it easy for either one. Tied at 83 between UST and JRU for a spot in the 2026 NSAC World Invitational Finals. Kobe Dio here on the panel. We thank you for joining us here on Pilipinas Live, One Sports Plus, One Sports YouTube, and the Asiabasket Facebook and YouTube pages. Lemmet with the ball. JRU unable to get a basket on the other end. Alau has it. Gets it to Lemmet. Lemmet the 5. Lemmet all the way. And he takes the lead for UST. UST up in front. That is a rare sight throughout this ball game. 5 seconds to shoot for Salvador. Salvador puts it up. No can do. And Lemmet securing the rebound. Now it's UST who will milk as much time as he can. Koji loses the ball. And a turnover for UST. UST giving up the possession gives JRU another opportunity here. And it looks like there's going to be a challenge here. The officials signaled the call. So there is a challenge now on the side of JRU, or rather, challenge being made as the officials will take a gander at it. Did look like when the floor had the last piece on it. The question is, did Alan Laurenaria graze his pinky on that ball? That's what they're trying to take a look at. So when the floor gets it right there, did Laurenaria get a whiff of it? So it's all Buenaflor right there. Then right there is where Laurenaria potentially had the last piece on it. If there's no conclusive evidence, they cannot overturn that call. What they're going to be looking at here is obviously the trajectory of how that ball went about. So right there, looks like it's all set as Buenaflor has it. Then right then and there, as that ball was making its way out of bounds, it did ever so slightly change its trajectory. And now the officials are taking a look. Collins is waiting for the officials to take a look. The sideline official on the other end catches him, gives him a little smile. From that angle, well, still very tough to call. There was no camera on that side of the basketball court. so it's fairly difficult to get it. But the officials have made their call. It will be UST's basketball. It is going to be a successful challenge by UST. They'll have 6 seconds to work with. 3:32 remains here in this second overtime period. Asido to inbound, gets it to Lemit, back to Asido. Great play by UST, cannot result into a basket though. Okoe is securing the ball. And 2 free throws coming up here for Collins Okoe. Collins and Manghubat laughing it off a bit after the entanglement there. Numerous bodies on the floor as Okoe tried to secure the possession for UST. Now he'll head to the line. And this is the first of 2. Okoe is 10 for 21 from the free throw line. He's been responsible for about 80% of his squad's free throws here. He's hit the most and also taken the most for UST, and he makes good on that second one. 1 for 2 for Okoe. The lead is 3 for the Growling Tigers. Alice will direct traffic. That's going to be a holding foul called on Mer Alaw. So free throws coming up for Lawrence Manghubat. Manghubat will look to add on to his already stellar performance here for JRU. But he misses the first of 2 free throws there. That is a rare sight for him. Shooting 4 for 6 now after that miss. And Manghubat goes 1 for 2. 2-point game. UST up in front. Still 3 minutes left to play here in the second overtime period. Humawan trying to use that screen from Asido. Humawan steps back for a 3, knocks it down. What a shot there from Humawan. And he gives UST the 5-point cushion. Garcia looking to answer. No can do. Out of bounds it goes. The officials point to the UST side. And Manghubat didn't like the theatrics there from Mark Lemit. Take a look at that shot there from Humawan. As tough as it gets. And he gives a little nod to his teammates. Landon Humawan with a tough shot. And now the officials will head back to the replay monitor. I'll try to look at that last sequence of plays. Well, as we've seen all throughout, this can go either way. Right there. Both players obviously wanting the ball to go on their side, and Mehmet gives a little shake on the head to Mangubat. Lawrence didn't like that one as much as Lemit might have thought. We apologize for any language you might have seen from Coach Pido. From that angle, it did look like it was all Mangubat who had the last piece on it. Looks like the officials will have the review made. And the senior officials will call it. That'll be UST's ball. So an unsuccessful challenge by JRU. It was a challenge that had been made by them, hence the review. And we continue play here with UST in possession. Umawan with the ball. He gets it to Asido. Amiel pulls up from deep. Asido can't tap it in. Foul being called there against JRU. It's going to be Alan Laurenaria who gets called on it. Two more free throws coming up for Colin Zakowe. USC being given some golden opportunities to try and put this game away here. Had some quality looks, some opportunities here at the line, and Okoye makes good on that first free throw. Okoye, second free throw, drops for him. And the lead is 7 for UST. Mangubat pulls up from deep. Can't get it to go. Ball kicked out. Garcia drops it inside. Laurenaria flips it up and in. And a much needed basket there for JRU. Okoye has to get it off here. Oh, and a turnover. Ball tipped out. Laurenaria has it. Challenged by Okoye, and Laurenaria will step up to the line after a tough fall on the deck there. And those are the types of plays that you do not want to see. That was a great drive by Laurenaria, and Okoye just had troubles getting it inbounds, which led to another opportunity for Alan Laurenaria. So Okoye gives up the foul. And that's going to be the second personal on Colin Okoye. Laurenaria has bounced back very well in this game. Went down with an injury early on. And so far, with his 6 points, 10 rebounds, he looks to add to it as he makes the first of 2. 7 points now in the game for Alan Laurenaria. Lead cut down to 4. And down to a 3-point game. One possession in between these two teams, as it has been. Oh, what a pass! What a receive! Well, that's not the type of plays you see often in organized basketball, but you'll take it every time you can. Mangubat with a miss, Okoye with the rebound. And USC, their bench is loving that from their guys on the floor. Akoe securing it. Humawan from our POV. That looked like a wild pass. But the speedy boots of Kirk Cañete was too quick to catch. And his fans, well, UST's fans are loving that from their squad as Akoe steps up to shoot 2 more freebies. Coach Norman Black in attendance here, watching on, waiting for his time and his team to take the court here. They've had to wait a bunch with the 2 overtime periods that we've had. We've basically had an extra whole quarter of play. I'm sure Coach Norman is eager to get things rolling with his squad as they watch on these 2 teams. One of them they will face in the finals if San Beda does advance. Akoe's second free throw. Bounces out. And JRU wasting no time. Laurenaria again. Laurenaria can't get it to go. Akoe securing the rebound. Lemit has it stolen away by Laurenaria. Garupil with the ball. Finds Herrera who pulls up. And out of bounds it goes as the officials on the sideline will call it. All right, that was a great opportunity for JRU. Right there, had his foot on the line. Great eyes by the officials that time. Cañete with the ball. That's it across half court to Humawan. UST up in front by 5. With a minute to go here in the second overtime period. Humawan steps back for 3. Humawan, no can do. Cañete, the offensive rebound. Check out the little man amongst the trees securing that rebound for UST. Akoe again. Akoe underneath. Akoe puts it up and in. And that just might be the nail in the coffin for JRU's finals hopes. Palace couldn't get it to go. Well, there is a whistle blown. Palace hits the deck. And Akoe is wondering where the foul was on that one. Akoe was anticipating the double team. He knew the triple team was coming. And in due time, 4 yellow shirts all went on him. Right there, that's why the UST coaching staff was livid after that one. Felt like it was Palace who ran into Akoe. Well, Akoe might have gave just a little bit of a hip check on that trip. Not as prevalent on that angle, but from the earlier angle that we just shown, that was definitely, it looked like that was the case. Well, the story between Coach Pido and the officials here tonight continues on as the foul will stay on Akoe. That will be 2 free throws. So Palace will step up to the line. Excuse me, Sean Salvador will step up to the line as Palace will not be able to take those 2 free throws. "28 seconds away are the Growling Tigers from moving on to the finals here of the 2026 NSAC World Invitationals.
Shooting 2 free throws is Sean Salvador.
And Sean Salvador at the line now, a extremely efficient free throw shooter for JRU. He's a great pick to have on the line there as he makes the first of 2. Collects his 9th point of the night. And Salvador will go 2 for 2. 5-point game with 27 seconds remaining. Umawan gets it in. Akowe finds Umawan, manages to save it into the hands of Lemit, but it's stolen away by JRU. Herrera fakes, fires, puts it up, can't knock it down. Umawan gets it. JRU have to foul here, and they do with 10 seconds remaining on the game clock. Boy, that would have been a troubling possession for USD had that shot by Herrera gone in. But it lands in their favor, and now it's Umawan who will step up to shoot 2 free throws here. Umawan has played 40 minutes in this ball game. You can attribute that to the 2 extra overtime periods, but he has had a great game for this USD team. An all-around effort, 13 points, 3 triples, 5 assists to go along with a couple of steals, a block. Well, can't make that second free throw. JRU wasting no time. All the way they go. But that just might be too late. 3 seconds on the clock as Umawan is fouled by Garupil. And these are going to be 2 big free throws now for Umawan as he tries to put JRU away here and try to make it a 2-possession ball game. First free throw drops for Umawan. And does push it up to a double possession ball game. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Makes it a 5-point lead. Garupil will hoist it up, and that'll do it. 4 quarters and 2 extra quarters of play was what it took for UST to make it to the finals, and they will do it at the expense of the JRU Heavy Bombers, who put up a stellar fight against this UST team, battled it out from start to finish, but it'll be the Growling Tigers moving on to the finals here. Well, your final score 97-92. UST wins it and books a trip to the finals. They win it by 5 against JRU, and they did it at the hands of their best player, none other than the reigning tournament MVP, Colin Zakoe. Did his damage from inside and well in the painted area, and JRU had no answers for him. A great all-around game yet again for the big man from España. Dominant showing for him. Played 39 minutes in this one and put up 33 points, 22 rebounds, 9 of them coming out the offensive end, and extremely efficient, 10 for 16 shooting from the field. Congratulations to Collins and UST, who will be moving on to our finals. But JRU put up a great fight. They tried to make it 3 preseason finals appearances. Lawrence Mangubat had himself another great game for JRU. In much anticipation of his NCAA debut, he has shown why he is one of those top recruits, one of the best guards in the league. He put up 26 points here in this game to go along with 9 rebounds, a couple of assists, and 3 three-pointers as well. And UST, at least at that guard position, had no answers for Lawrence Mangubat. It was an all-around team effort as well for this UST team. And the same can be said against JRU, who will once again put up a great fight against the UST Growling Tigers. Well, still a lot of basketball to be played as we have our next semifinals matchup coming up between the San Beda Red Lions and the Fighting Eagles of Nagoya, headlined by the one and only Francis Lopez. Stay tuned for that one. And this has been Kobe Daya. We'll see you next time for more NSAC World Invitationals basketball action.